So let's talk a little bit tonight. This is sort of like Dr.G talks, my version of giving you some pointers based on my training past and working with the folks that I've been doing for the past, 40 years now. I've been a therapist and I've been working here in Beverly Hills for 30 years and done lots of things. One of the three things I didn't want to do, well, actually, reframe that. There were three things I never wanted to do when I was in high school, and I said were psychology, teaching, and farming. I was raised on the Jersey Shore, so on the Jersey Shore we were close to New York City, and we had a large city to do everything we wanted, and it was a pretty up-to-date sort of an area. Finished high school in Arizona thanks to my parents having a job transfer and finishing on a government project. So we moved to Yuma. Yuma, Arizona was quite a shock after having been 20 minutes to a half hour away from New York City and having everything I wanted and needed and whatever there. But it was definitely a lot of farming. And I thought, you know what? I'm really not into that. Uh, and I also, psychology always bothered me because I was always very exact. I mean, to me, math is an exact science. When you divide 120 by 10, it comes out 12, and that's it. It's not close to, it's not whatever, it's 12. Whereas psychology is very subjective rather than objective. So, that was close or that was good. There's no exact. When you make money, when you have a business, if the business is successful, the income's going to go up, and we know that. But for a shrink situation he didn't kill anybody, he's doing better, he's not as depressed. These are all objective or subjective, excuse me, concepts, which is very different. So the three things I didn't want to do were psychology, teaching, and farming. I'm one of the few people, I guess, that now is a professor at a university where I never really liked teaching. I never really got along and wanted to be in school. I just wanted to get it over with. But I do enjoy working with the students now and sharing some, I hope, words of wisdom with them, whatever you want to call it. But the point is, I think sometimes I've learned more from the people than I do from the books. I had to read like 32 books for my master's program to become a marriage family therapist and a psychotherapist. I always kid about the fact that I think I put the psycho in psychotherapy, but I put the real part of it in, the not just the intellectual, not just the specific things that we said in the book or we read in the book, but the real world concept. People don't always understand that, just because somebody's a narcissist or somebody's psychopathic or somebody's a borderline, they don't always fit it right to a T. We bring our personality into things, and that's really important. The personality changes things. I'm here in the entertainment industry. Here's a picture about Equus. A friend of mine was in that play 20 years ago, and I got to know more about Equus than I ever thought I would. But there's actors that are stars, and there's actors that are character actors, and there's actors that bring their personality to a role, but there's also actors that, because of their personality, it changes the role. When you've watched movies, even today and back in the old days, when you'd see a certain star doing something, you knew that no matter what role they played, you were always going to see their personality.